Hi everyone, Maria Thurlow here with United Country Lifestyle Properties in Maine. Today I'm going to show you a new listing located at 617 Seboeis Road in Howland. This property consists of 8.15 surveyed acres. It started as 4 different parcels. They're selling it all together. It has been surveyed. You see this little cabin here behind me. On one of the other lots, about halfway down, there is a gazebo located there. There is 807 feet of water frontage on this property and 675 feet of road frontage. Let's start by going in and taking a look at the cabin. As you enter the cabin, you come to this little entry area. You could put a little bench over here, some hooks on the wall for storage. Behind me, you'll see the bathroom. And to this side over here, there's a kitchen, living room, and the bedrooms. Let's show you the bathroom first. Here I am standing in the bathroom. This camp has a full septic. It does not, however, have a well. So what the sellers have been doing is bringing in water, and they just dump it into the back of the toilet and flush it as usual. This sink is plumbed, so you can wash your hands here, they'll drain out, no problem at all. There is just no well to the property. They do, however, have the well pump here, this alarm. It stopped working, so now it is hardwired. So it does work, it's just hardwired because the wiring went. So those are the details about the bathroom, and we'll go show you the rest of the cabin. I'm now standing in the kitchen. As you can see here, we have a small propane stove, a little mini fridge, and again, there is no well on this property, but the sink is plumbed up. So they just bring in water to wash dishes and all that, and they can just drain it out. There's a little shelf here where you can put like one of those 2.5-gallon water jugs with a little spout. So they usually slide it right in there, fits perfectly, and they have drinking water there. This cabinet is great for storage, nice big cabinet. Everything you see here will stay. So this antique cabinet, I love how they did the finishes with all the antique, with the sink here as well as in the bathroom. Really cute little property. I'm now standing in the main living area of the camp. As you can see here, we have a table with benches. There's a couch over there that actually folds down into a futon if you need it for sleeping. And this wood stove, this is a really cool old wood stove. This heats the cabin very easily. They said actually it gets too hot up in the loft in the winter when they have this wood stove going. So no worries about heating this place. This is also where you would access the loft area and the bedrooms. I'm now standing in the first bedroom. This is located right off the main living area. They have a full-size bed in here. It's a little small, but still, I mean, just for sleeping, it's fine. There's shelves on the wall. There's a little cabinet over there. So still plenty of room in this little space. So just a correction on what I just said. I thought this was a futon. It's not. It's actually just a sofa. So you could use it as sleeping for one person, but you can lay it out as a futon. Just wanted to make that clear. So I'm now standing out on a porch that they are using as the second bedroom. You could use this space for anything. They also have a little game table in here. Lots of space here, and there's also another exit as well to go outside. But they're using it as the second bedroom, but you could use it for anything that you would like. I'm now standing up in the loft. There is plenty of space here to put a bed up here for guests. You could also use this as a little reading nook or whatever you choose. There's a ladder it's attached, but you can easily remove it too if you don't want access to this space, if little kids are around or things like that, but it's a nice usable space up here. Located on the back side of the cabin is this little shed. It's attached to the camp and it has its own separate access. This is where that pump for the septic alarm is hardwired to. So it has this little on and off switch, also the light, so you just flip it on and off. So that's how that's all attached. Just wanted to show you this area. This could be used as a little workshop, a woodshed, anything you want. It's just extra space out here. So located out here outside, one on the front and one on the back of the cabin, you'll see these rain collection barrels that they use. They have a screen here, rainwater drips in, and then they just use a dipper to scoop it into a bucket, and that's what they use to flush the toilet. You could also wash dishes with that as well, or whatever. I also want to point out where the septic is located and the fire pit. It's located out in this corner where the shed is located is the septic access. This is the pump station for the septic. And out here behind is the septic field. So it kind of runs at an angle and across the road. We'll go up and show you that part as well. And over here to my left is the fire pit. As you come down the driveway to the property before you get to the camp, you will notice this road on the right. This runs all the way across the property. It's a really nice clear cut road. The leach field for the septic is located down here. I'll show you where that is. There's also a sand pit that the seller used that's just located down here. some nice gravel on the property that has grown up some, but he used the gravel to make these roads. And I'll also walk down and show you where the gazebo is located. So right here beside me, where this is blocked off here, is the leach field. This is located just a short distance up from the cabin, and we'll continue walking to see where the gazebo is. I'm now standing inside the gazebo. This is located about halfway down the property. We walk down that cleared trail, and I put a piece of flagging up by the road. You do have to kind of work your way through the woods to get to this. There used to be a trail cleared. It has now grown in, but nice little area when you get down here. And there's a few bushes have grown up here, but you can still see the water. It'd be easy to remove those bushes out front and just have a nice peaceful time to sit here and read, look at the water, have a drink, etc. 617 Seboeis Road offers 807 feet of water frontage on Seboeis Stream. The water is quite low right now, as it is in all parts of the state after the dry summer we've had. In the spring, however, there are lots of rapids that go through here, lots of opportunities for kayaking and fishing. There is great opportunity here on this 807 feet of water frontage. You could clean out the bushes, have a better water view, and you could also add more cabins to this lot as well, and have a little rental income. One more thing I wanted to point out was there is a septic design plan for the septic that's currently on the property, but there's also been another septic design plan done for the last lot up at the end of this road. The sellers were going to build a log cabin up there, so they had the septic design done. So it's all ready to build on up there if that's something that anyone is interested in. Thank you for taking this tour with me today of 617 Seboeis Road in Howland. Just to recap, the asking price for this property is $139,000. The taxes on this property are $1,477 per year. There is 8.15 surveyed acres of land. There's 807 feet of water frontage and 675 feet of road frontage. There is a 2-bed, 1-bath cabin with a loft on the property. It does have a septic, but no well. Does have electricity to the property. There is a gazebo that's located in the middle of the property, and on the far end, there is another area that they have another septic design plan already done where they were planning to build at one point. If you would like more information on this property, you can give me a call at 207-403-3724. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell so you can see all of our current listings.